So what is it that inspired you to make your music in general, but going back to things like Gollum Song, but also coming up in this project in particular with these wonderful letters?
Yeah. I think it's just kind of this one step at a time thing. I'm definitely a late bloomer in songwriting. It's not what I wanted to do at all. And in my first, when I was signed for the first time, I had a big fight with the record company boss because I was like, no, I'm going to be a singer and a diva. And I want people to write my songs. And he was like, no, you're not going to survive like that. You have to write your own songs. And I was just like mortified that I had to do that. And now it's my big passion. I've always kind of been very curious about people and their stories. I remember when I came first to England and I was an angel and I entered a pub and it was full of veterans from World War II. You know, the old guys with the hats and I was just there all night, and my friends were like, we're not going to go to a pub like this ever again, because I was just like, oh my God, you know. And I heard a lot of incredible, I wish I would have just recorded all of them now. So I think it's kind of these letters are kind of a slow development for me. I think when you're younger, you're more involved with yourself. Slowly you go out of yourself, and you start getting more and more curious about the world around you. The stories, I don't know really. It's just been a step at a time. And I guess like the work for me is much more, if somebody asks me to do something with them, I often don't even listen to what they're asking me to do. It's more about the kindred spirit thing, about connecting with that artist. And I felt, instead of looking at who has most followers or if they're popular or nothing, I don't. Often it's just the letter. If it's funny on mail, well, will you sing my song? And it's a funny letter, I don't even have to listen. I'll just come over and sing it. And that has often opened a lot of doors for me. I really believe that that's often the road, rather than thinking too much about that other stuff.
And as a kind of side to this project, if you were to pick up a pen and write a letter to somebody, anybody you could, past or present, who would you do?
I would love if I could write a letter to my dad, because he's dead. I think that would be an incredibly cool thing to do. There was a book that I was very inspired by Astrid Lindgren. She did Pippi Longstocking, do you know that? Yeah. And she did also My Brother Lionheart, and I grew up with that. And every time there has been sort of sorrow or a shock, I keep going back to that story. And that when you die, you become a dove and you come and say goodbye. You knock on the windows of people and say goodbye. And that the people that are left behind have to live without you for a long time. But when you die, you only wait for a day. And usually you wait by a river. And I thought it was such a beautiful sentiment. And I've kind of, yeah.
And lastly, you've got a show tomorrow night. Are you ready for that? What's this going to be like, performing these in front of a room full of people?
Well, we are a totally insane band. When we were playing the music in the movie, we actually had not rehearsed together. So we were kind of like, this just has to be like this. And then again, when we've been on tour now for a month almost, the first 3 gigs, we had never been on stage together. We're always trying to do things from such afar. So it's been a really thrilling thing. So tomorrow we're a little bit more solid and put together. We're like, this is no problem, you know. So it's going to feel good.
Well, congratulations on this wonderful film, and best wishes for the gig tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!